out of education, and I think there is the need for us to talk about this. One may ask, what is the population of Libya? What is the population of their armed forces? What is the size, what is the strength of their own armed forces? Army, Navy, Air Force. What are their arms holdings? How can Libyan arms holdings be seen to supply the whole West Africa and North Africa? Is that a cover story? What's the quantity? Arms supplied to Libya are documented. They keep them in their armories. The countries that supplied them are known. And from serial this to serial this are there. The intelligence bodies in Nigeria and around the whole world, they do that. Once you take a weapon and then look at the number, you'll be able to know who manufactured it and for whom and when. And whose own armory is this supposed to be. I know there was breakage into their armories. I know there were rebels in Libya. But the number of rebels that emerged, a census was taken by United Nations. And they discovered in Tripoli alone, there were 301 rebel groups. I repeat, 301 rebel groups, a census taken by United Nations. These 301 are different rebel groups. They fight themselves. The question is, the arms are also not enough for them. What is the balance that came to West Africa? Who is involved in creating that story? Who is involved in arms importation, illegal, and arming his people that give that as a cover story? So that's why you see, once you see a political body or a country given a story, don't take it, look at it, x-ray it, and make sense. God has given you the capacity to ask questions and look for answers. I tell you today, with all sense of humility, none part of our borders is fully manned. There is no port today in Nigeria that can say, we have inspected all the containers coming to us and we issue them certificate of being arms free. None. I challenge you, none. It was of recent that some of us talked about scanners and became a challenge. So some of the bodies responsible for that, only last 2 weeks, they now became serious and began to say scanners have been imported and they are on their way. They said so. But we asked the question.